So there is a precursor of mRNA, that is hnRNA, and it needs to be the splicing, that is the removal of the introns. So during the splicing there is a capping and there is a tailing. So capping occurs at the 5' of hnRNA, that is the 5-methyl guanosine triphosphate, and at the 3' end there is the addition of adenylate residues. The adenylated residues, that is 200 to 300, are added. So there is this splicing, and this splicing represents the dominance of RNA world. So during the replication there is the DNA dependent DNA polymerase. So this is during the replication, as also in the E. coli, and in the transcription there is transcription there is only one DNA dependent RNA polymerase, that is the formation of the mRNA. So this is during the transcription. Each is around 3.4 nanometer, and the difference between the two base pair is 0.34 nanometer, and the plane of stacking gives the stability along with the hydrogen bond. There is 3' to 5' phosphodiester linkage, and there is the phosphoester linkage between the nitrogen base and the pentose sugar. So this is how. And Chargaff rule is for the double standard DNA molecule between adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. And the backbone is made up of sugar, phosphate and the bases project inside. As a result, always a purine comes opposite to pyrimidine, and this gives a uniform distance between the two strands of helix. Purine comes opposite to pyrimidine. Purines are adenine, guanine, and pyrimidines are cytosine and thymine and uracils. 5386 nucleotides and 548-502 base pairs in bacteriophage lamina, and 5174 has 5386 nucleotides. Escherichia coli 4.6 into 10 power 6 base pair, 3.3 into 10 power 9 base pair. So this is how DNA.